Hello guys, good morning. I am Santosh Singh and today we are going to see question and answer part 4. So let's see this part and welcome to my channel. So first question is difference between driver and connector. So answer is driver refers to JDBC driver. Each database vendor creates drivers separately and install them into Sqoop to its use. And what is the connector? It designed for communicate with RDBMS SQL programming language. Every database has its own dialect of SQL. So connector is used to fetch metadata about transfer data. It means columns, data types. Basic connectors shipped with Sqoop is called JDBC connectors. Sqoop shipped with connectors for MySQL, Postgre, Oracle, SQL Server, DB2 and IBM Netezza. So let's see the diagram. As we are seeing the diagram, here is the Sqoop and here is the connector and here is the driver and here is the database. So each are linked to each other. So this is the first question, that difference between connector and driver. Now let's see the second question. Second is what is the precondition to export the data? What is the precondition to export the data? So answer is these are the required things for exporting data. JDBC connection URL, username for database connection, password for database connection, table required. Table means that RDBMS database table, that where we want to export data, where we want to put data, and export directory required. So these 5 things is required for export operations. And now let's see the question third. What are the incremental import mode? What are the incremental import mode? So answer is incremental mode means incremental append and incremental modify. Incremental mode means incremental append and incremental modify. We have seen incremental append and incremental modify in my previous session, that how it work. So now let's see the question 4. Question 4 is what is the purpose of split by column option and mappers? So this is the first scenario. As we know that by default 4 number of mappers work. This is a universal rule that number of input split is equal to number of tasks is equal to number of mappers. So here is number of input split is equal to 4 because we define the number of mapper 4. So number of input split is equal to 4. So 4 number of input split based on split by column. So if we define 4 number of input split, so it will split based on the split by column. The column name which we specify, that hey Sqoop split this record and divide among the mappers based on this column. So Sqoop will split the whole table record based on that specify column name. So second scenario is if we set number of mapper 1, and how we can set number of mapper? By using -m space 1, then there is no need of input split and split by. If we set only one mapper run, then there is no need to split the data because all data processed by only one mapper. So now let's see the next question is how create Hive partition using Sqoop script. So this is more understandable when we study Hive. So but let's see the first point, set hive.exe.dynamic.partition is equal to true. These things we set for partitioning. And what is the partitioning? We will see in Hive. These are the property for setting partitioning. So first we set hive.exe.dynamic.partition is equal to true, and second we set hive.exe.dynamic.partition.mode is equal to non-strict. And second, what we do, import data into hive table, and for importing data into hive table we write this statement, and when we execute this statement then Sqoop will import the data. And what is the next things? Next we are doing the third point. These things is more understandable when we study partition in hive, but right now we can see third point is create another table with partition in hive, and fourth point is insert override into partition table. And for inserting override into partition table we should write this SQL like this: insert override into table, this is the hive table, imp underscore sqoop space partition underscore name, this is the partition name, space select id comma cell comma name from imp underscore sqoop. So when we execute these things, this query is for override the partition table. So like this way we have seen question answer part 4. Thanks for watching and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.